number 4. During 1 month, 4 trees in a nursery increased in height at the rates shown below. 8%, 1/12, 16%, and 1/20. And we want to list these rates in order from greatest to least. All right, again, focusing in on the greatest to least. So I like to change these to decimals. And so the first thing I'm going to notice is that 8% would be written as 0.08 as a decimal, 2 decimal places left. We're going to take care of the 1/12 in just a minute on our calculator. The 16% would be a 0.16, again 2 decimal places left. And the 1/20th we're also going to take on our calculator. Again, 1/12 and 1/20. Let's go over to the calculator. Over to our calculator, turning it on, I'm going to do the 1 divided by the 12. Now some of you prefer to use that pretty print kind of nice fraction that we talked about. But in this case, I have to get it into decimal form, use this just from 1 divided by 12. And then we have 1 divided by 20. Okay, so we're going to take each of these decimals and transfer them over to our page here of 0.083 repeating and 0.05. So from the other screen, I'm transferring over the 0.083 repeating and the 0.05. Now we want the greatest to the least. And so I am looking for the decimal place in that first decimal place that has the highest number. So when I notice here, I've got a 0 in that first place, a 1 in that first place, a 0, and another 0. So our greatest is going to be the 0.16, which represented the 16%. So I right now know I'm either on G or J. So let's go to the next piece. Is 1/12 or 8% going to come next? Okay, so let's go back up to our numbers here. Again, comparing the decimal places, each of them have a 0 in it. So I need to find the one that's the biggest out of those 3 and the next spot. So I've got an 8, an 8, and a 5. Well, 5's out of there. Okay, and so I then notice 0.08 stops there. Again, the 0.08 stops, but we got 0.083 repeating. So when I look at that, that is going to be bigger right here because it's got the 3 repeating afterwards. Okay, so that represented our 1/12. And so I'm not going to pick J, I'm going to pick G. And there's no need to test the other 2 while they will work as being, again, from greatest to least here. So the answer to this one is G.